garbage, bro.
Yeah, dude, it's insane. I don't understand the controversy around it, to be honest. It's kind of cringe that there was controversy about it. To be honest, I didn't expect it to be as busy as it was on a Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. To be fair, they have free tickets for people, so
yeah,
that's probably going to generate hype around it. But even then,
did you see like people were they were like trying to like people were claiming that AMC was like preventing them from watching it? Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like,
AC wasn't working, and
I saw like one highlight of it. I saw it and I didn't think it was real, to be honest, but it was like one of the guys from the movie theaters was like standing in front of the people saying that they weren't going to show it or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
dude, isn't that so odd, right? And then they do that, and then not only that, but did you know that they made that movie like 7 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
7 years ago, and Disney owned it.
Yeah,
They owned the rights, and they didn't want to promote it because they're after your kids, bro.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, the guy that acts in it at the end, he delivers a message, kind of like explaining the importance of the movie and why you should support it and things like that. And then he said that they had it made like 5 years ago, but they couldn't get. They just ran into a bunch of roadblocks trying to get it distributed. That's crazy. Dude. I
have to go check it out.
It wasn't bad. I'll be honest. It was, to me, it was a little long. But it was, I mean, I think people in there were pretty emotional at the end of it, dude. It, like, the theater was silent. People stuck around to see the message, which was interesting. I was just kind of like, do I want to be the one to walk out? I don't really want to hang around for this. So I was like, I'm gonna hang out and see what it is. But the acting was good. The story was dope. The fact that it's a true story is crazy. And that he tracked down those kids.
He actually found them?
Yeah. Yeah, he like traveled to I won't spoil it. You guys gotta go see it.
Spoiler
good. It's good. Yeah, I guess I just spoiled it by telling you that he caught him, but did Disney own the rights to Sound of Freedom? Yes, Disney was the previous owner of the rights to Sound of Freedom after it completed its acquisition of 21st Century Fox in 2019.
And they didn't want to put it out, bro.
Developed the script in 2015, shot 3 years later, at which time distribution deal was made with 20th Century Fox Movie Studio.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Speaking of like Hollywood doing weird things, do you guys think that they clone actors? Have you been seeing, like, have you seen that?
What?
Yeah, there's like photos of, like, I think Eddie Murphy was one. There's like photos from like long time ago, like hundreds of years ago. And there's like they look like exactly the same. I think
Keanu Reeves
was one of them. Yeah.
Keanu Reeves is a clone because there's like
Eddie
pictures
Murphy
of him throughout history, and the pictures look identical to Keanu Reeves. Doesn't look like he's aged at all.
Yeah.
You think? I don't know. I mean, like, maybe.
I've been seeing a bunch of things about like Joe Biden, that he's been cloned.
Joe Biden.
Why they want to close his ass?
Yeah, why would they want to clone his ass? They probably want to clone him so they can make him smarter and then put him back into, the race for 2024, because that motherfucker's not winning with the way that he's operating right now.
Did you see that clip where I don't remember what the whole thing was, but he's talking about how he can take their criticisms, and he's like, call me Dark Brandon, and then he like puts on his sunglasses.
Yeah, he's talking about like his alter ego or something, trying to withstand the bullshit. I just saw a clip of him. He was meeting with the president of Israel, and the motherfucker was falling asleep while he was talking. He's doing one of the old man things
it's
where
so
he's like,
crazy.
like insane.
Maybe Keanu Reeves was cloned when he was making Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and they really did find Bill and Ted in the future, and they pulled him back through.
Yeah,
maybe that's like basically maybe that's like real film.
Where did you see this at?
About the cloning?
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere online, bro. I don't know. In the vast.
Like recently?
Yeah, it was like a couple days ago. But like even there's a conspiracy that like Avril Lavigne was cloned and like Miley Cyrus was cloned.
What?
Yeah. You never heard about this?
No.
Dude, we're so fucked, man. We're over here cloning celebrities that sound like freaking frogs and freaking little dogs and shit when China's over here cloning like freaking ninjas.
True.
Making an army.
You making an army, bro.
Cloning samurais.
Cloning freaking Ninja Gaiden out here, bro. We're about to get chopped up with some shurikens.
I used to have some of those.
Some
Apparently it's
throwing
illegal
knives.
to buy those now.
I think in Indiana, they just made it legal where you can buy them.
In Indiana?
Yeah. They were banned for the longest time.
Throwing stars.
Throwing stars.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
Do you remember when I had those? I had
like those things were gnarly.
like 4. I just got them online. That was like 10 years ago.
Bro,
on one.
You ordered the most random shit through the internet. You had throwing stars, you had an ocarina, you had a blow dart gun. Bro,
that fucking blow dart gun was badass. Do you remember when we shot that kid? What was his name? We shot him in the ass.
I can't remember, dude. We're reckless with those things.
We convinced him to like roll up in these blankets, and we're like, "It's not
Thomas.
There's no way it's gonna go through." There's no way
Wasn't it Thomas?
No, it was when we lived in Twin. It was one of your friends, the stoner kid. I can't remember his name. He was blonde. We're like, yeah, dude, it's not. There's no way it'll go through this blanket.
Oh, it's gonna bother. Logan.
Yeah, it went into his ass like an inch, bro.
That is gnarly. Those things are dangerous.
Dude, you know, the gnarliest thing about him is you guys didn't wash them needles after, bro. After you're over here shooting a bunch of people in the ass.
True. I didn't even think about that until now.
You're over here giving everyone the HIV, bro.
We had those things like left outside too. Like there was a couple of them that were for sure rusted, and we were probably just shooting them into people.
You're rusted and we're all bloody.
Right. I just pulled this one out of an animal. Let me shoot it into you.
Yeah. Oh, bro, we just shot this dead cat on the side of the road. Then we shot a possum.
I remember there was
one time.
There was one time where we were in the backyard. This was like back in the day when we lived in Aberdeen. And we had a blow dart gun, and we would close our eyes and spin in circles, and we thought we would shoot the target. And for some reason, we're all just standing there like watching. Like standing there like, oh yeah, nice spin. Oh yeah, that's a good enough rotations. And then they would
too far.
And we're just standing there like that shit could have went straight at us.
Bro, I used to shoot them up in the air. And like they would just come down and land in the trampoline. I don't know, it's like fascinating.
Yeah, that was. It was like the satisfying part of it. It's just like
my buddy Skylar had like a 60-pound like compound bow. It was a big effing bow, bro. It took like all that we had to freaking pull it back. And he only had one arrow. And we'd be like, let's see how far we can shoot it. So we'd be in the posse park right by my grandma's, and we'd shoot it, and then we'd run out there where the arrow ended, and then we'd go and shoot it again and see like who would shoot the farthest while we're standing out there where we shot our shot.
Nice.
It's like arrow roulette.
Yeah, and we didn't even think about it. Like one landed right by his little brother, and he's like, "Oh, bro, that almost beat me." That's all he's worried about.
That almost beat me, and he could have got.
Yeah, he could have got freaking stuck. He's over here. Oh man, you did beat me.
We had crossbows too for some reason.
Yeah, we. I think me and you both
for
had
a minute.
One.
Yeah, Nick. I think Nick bought them.
They were just the nice little hand, like the hand ones. You just.
Bro, we had that one small one, and then we had those bigger ones too. I
Yeah,
think we had one
you
bigger
you
one.
had a big one.
I couldn't even pull that thing back, bro.
Like the
I was like
Walking Dead?
12.
Yeah, that thing was
no.
hard. Yeah, that thing was hard to pull back.
That shit
You know
was
that
cool.
guy was in a game, Daryl from The Walking Dead?
Yeah, he was in the Walking Dead game.
No, dummy. This
Fortnite.
guy.
He's in Fortnite. That's the guy from Fortnite.
No, he was in actual like a AAA game, bitch.
I wouldn't doubt it. Some of one of the girls that is like the default character on Fortnite is an actual actress.
Really?
Actor, whatever they want to be called these days, actor.
Is it Susie Crabgrass from Ned's Declassified School Survivor Guide?
She's hot.
Remember her? She
Kind of looks like her,
Who?
actually.
Wait, that was
Susie
random as
Crabgrass.
fuck.
That's
Is
what
that
she
her
kind of
name?
reminds me of. That her character in the show.
Oh.
How do you know who the default character from Fortnite is?
That's what she looked like. As soon as you said that, that's just immediately who I thought of. And it was Susie Crabgrass because she was on The Walking Dead.
How do you know who I'm talking about though?
I got so many skins in Fortnite. I don't even know what the default one looks like.
Yeah, that's all I got was the default one.
What's her name?
Her name was Susie Crabgrass. Crabtree or Crabgrass in Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. I don't know her real name,
I don't think she is.
but she was in The Walking Dead too. When I saw her, I just instantly reminded me of her for some reason.
Huh.
I never
She's
really
super
got
cute.
into The Walking Dead.
Yeah, it's
Never
too-
really liked like zombie shows. I don't know.
I like the games, but not too much the shows.
Walking Dead is it just goes on too long, I think. To me.
Yeah, I
It's
think
like
the
we
only
found
like,
another human civilization that we gotta battle. And now it's not the battle of humans, it's not the battle of humans versus zombies, it's the battle of humans versus humans. Again. Even when the zombies are taking over, bro, humans are like, fuck all you humans still.
I think The Last of Us is gonna like take over a lot of that genre now. That's gonna be a really big thing.
I
Yeah,
still
a
need
lot
to
of
watch
people from
that.
work been talking about it.
I haven't seen it either.
Yeah,
I never
it's-
played the game.
I honestly thought the first game was better than the show. I'm gonna be honest.
Play
Man,
the game.
The game was good, bro. The first one was incredible. The second one was cheeks, but the first one was dope. It's
Yeah,
like
the
one
games
of
are
the
cool.
goated games. Yeah, they're making a God of War series. We talked about that, right?
I didn't know that.
We did.
Yeah.
We were trying to figure out who would be a good Kratos, I think.
Oh yeah, we did talk about that. Do you remember that?
I'm super stoked on that, bro. The last
Whoever
time I
said
tried,
Gerard Butler hit it
Yeah.
on the head. That'd be
Bro.
I
dope.
think that was
You
probably,
think he? I don't know. About, I don't think I would have said that, dude.
I'll take credit for that one.
well,
That's too good of an answer. You can come up with that, Jake.
I don't know. I think
Just doesn't
I
look like him.
He's too old, maybe.
I don't know. I'm
No.
picturing way too like. I'm just thinking like someone that has to look like him, have that deep ass voice. Like
Gerard Butler.
I don't know, dude.
Haven't you ever seen 300?
Yeah, he had hair in that movie.
Shave his head. Bro.
You can't shave your
Shave
head.
his
Picture his-
head.
He also,
Picture him.
he's
Picture
also
him.
like 20 years
Picture
older
him
than him.
pale and with a shaved head
Yeah, talking like
and
this.
and a scar.
You gotta, but real quick, just so you know, there when they make that show, right? It's gonna be in the frame when he has a trace. So he's gonna be the dad. He's gonna be the older version. He's gonna have his son. That's all. It ain't gonna be like 1, 2, 3. It's gonna be the later games where he is older.
Oh. So yeah, Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler.
You heard it here first.
Ding, ding,
Prediction.
ding.
Yeah, bro. I feel like a lot of the shit that we're saying is like pretty on point with a lot of the shit that's going on.
I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the Hollywood strike thing going on, and then I saw that they were wanting to get paid more, like because of how things have changed, like with streaming being a thing, like they want to be paid more based off of that. I was like,
Like they don't get paid enough, bro. Already?
true, you're true. I think
Crazy.
it's in comparison to what the executives make, though. I think that's, I don't know all the ins and outs of business, but I think it's a lot of it has to do with yeah, like where the money goes to.
Like they want a bigger percentage.
Yeah, like for
So-
certain aspects of it, or
It's
like
still
certain
kinda
like
crazy, though.
writers and like the developers, certain percentage. I don't know. There's probably a lot of ins and outs, but
It's still kind of crazy though. How it's just like, this fucking fentanyl's fucking up my guts. I need real cocaine and I can't afford my habit.
what are you talking about?
I'm lost too. What the
You
hell?
talking about drugs, or are you talking about Hollywood?
They were talking about soccer.
I mean, they kind of go hand in hand.
Drugs in Hollywood.
Yeah, bro. What you mean?
What does that have to do with the strike, though?
That's why, bro. Because they're tired of freaking doing all this fentanyl because it's messing up their guts. So that's why they're on strike, because they want more money to get real drugs, not fentanyl. They're tired of fentanyl.
What the hell are you talking about?
Mason's on my wavelength, bro. You need to step your game.
No, they need more money because they don't have enough money because they're fucking weirdos.
Mason,
Spend it
why
all
do
on
they need
drugs,
the
bro.
money?
They spend it all on drugs.
Exactly. Thank you, Mason. That's stupid.
It's not because they spend it on the money. It's because they're greedy.
Yeah.
It's because they think they're important. That they freaking portray somebody on screen and they do a good job and they make us feel things that we shouldn't feel at times, and they bring us together and make us feel happy in certain times. It's like,
What's happening right now?
Are you
guys are
talking about the writers or the
What?
actors?
the actors.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
I guess
they're
it's the
not on
writer.
s-
The writers.
It's
are
the
ones
writers.
striking.
But the actor is
because-
the one that brings the writer's dream to life.
The writers don't even. The writers just are like, hey, we don't have a problem. We'll still show up.
I don't know, man. Like, could you imagine writing just like a freaking just banger of a story, and then all of a sudden they cast like Topher Grace, and you're like, "Fuck, man, this." I'm, you know, like,
Yeah, dude, it's forever fucked Topher Grace.
Who's that?
yeah.
Exactly. That's what it is.
It's Eric, bro.
I would be.
Foreman.
I'd be
That guy
pretty
again?
mad too if I wrote a banger script and then it fell into the. See, that's the weirdest part about it, is you write a script for something and then you have to
come out
go
with
and
the Flash.
shop it around. Oh no,
Yeah.
dude.
Like,
Yeah, that's true. You do. But like you have to go and shop it around, and like different studios would be like, all right, that's good. And then it's so weird. It just seems like so unauthentic.
so do the people that write the scripts or like write the movies, do they just sell the script and then get paid like a one-time
I think so.
lump sum, or is it like, or maybe there's like different ways, like they become part of the
Man,
making process?
I got really drunk with the guy who did, like, he worked on 19. It was with what's the show before Yellowstone has freaking Harrison Ford in it?
1980,
42,
18,
18
1889,
something. Yeah,
17,
1788.
16.
something like that. He told me it was something
That
like
is correct.
12 consoles,
yeah, he told me it was something like that, bro.
4 monitors.
A
said
bunch
there's a
of fucking
process to it.
wires.
Sorry, Eddie, what are you saying, bro?
Sorry.
I'm
my bad, my
behind
bad.
on this. What is this off of?
I don't know what you're
Nothing.
talking
It's fucking XQC, bro. This streamer. He goes off on whatever. I don't know, but say what you're saying. 1985.
Yeah, he said you have to do some bullshit like that. You have to like go to a writers guild, almost like, what is it when you come up with an invention, like a patent of some sort? Make sure it's not able to be copyrighted, stuff like that. Bunch of shit.
It's just a bunch of like unnecessary steps that you got to go through to have your work validated, which is so corny to me.
I mean, to be fair though, you don't want people, profiting off of things that you've done or made, especially when it comes to like in a creative sense.
Why
You're
can't
not-
it be as simple as, hey,
not
I have a
believe,
dope script, take it somewhere. This is the vision that I have. Let's get it made, invest in it, and then cast the people. Like, why do you have to go through so many different steps to just get it done?
Well, I would think there's more steps to be done if you're a new script writer, right? Because
It's
you're
a
the new
fucking
guy.
movie, dude. You're not getting your like kidney replaced. Like
A movie that
movie.
could potentially cost, you know, like tens of millions of dollars.
So what?
So
Right.
what?
They don't want to put the time in if it's not going to be if it's not going to sell tickets.
Yeah, bro.
But that's
Yes, I don't
but
know.
you still, if you have a good story and someone reads it, let's say an actor who's like, oh, I'm 100% behind this. Let's find an investor. Let's find a company who will make it. Why do the companies have to have so much input into how it's made? Let the creators create, give them the funds to do it, and let's make something that's dope and get our money back together.
I mean, if you think about it, that's the same with like comedy. That's the same with like whatever. There seems like if they're not pushing whatever narrative is hot right now or at the time or whatever, then yeah, they're gonna ask you to make tweaks.
I feel like it's too high a risk, no?
But it's not even that, but it's also you have all of these academies. You have the Writers Guild or whatever the fuck it's called. Like why do I have to join all these associations just to write something that I want? And then why is there like it's like being a member. It's like if you're a member, you get special perks. Like it's just whack. And I don't think I honestly don't think that I don't see that existing in the future with how the internet is. You can make like look at Mr. Beast, man. This guy puts money into his videos and has like a huge budget behind it. And he just makes whatever the fuck he wants and puts it onto YouTube.
It's like one example though.
One example, what kind of world are we going to? People don't watch TV like they used to watch TV.
I agree. I agree with you for the most part. It's just hard because I feel like if you don't join these actors guilds or screenwriters guilds or whatever, right? It's just going to be harder, right? I would think.
No.
I don't think everyone that's written a movie is a part of that for sure, but I would think it's probably easier if you got into them.
It's just easier to like get noticed.
Yeah, I would assume because you're in a group of people that does this. So
are you saying like if you're at a party and they're like, oh, it's that one guy, he doesn't have his movie license, we better stay away from him?
Yeah, kind of.
But why? Why does that even exist? All it takes is a bunch of those people as of right now to be like, hey, if we don't show up, they get shit movies and that's it. Take your talents to South Beach.
Yeah, I don't know. They probably don't let you in because you ain't touching kids' peepees and drinking their blood. I don't know.
Wait, what?
I'm just saying, bro. There's a bunch of weirdos out there in those guilds and stuff.
It's just
my point is
the industry is so weird. To me, it's just weird. It just doesn't function the way that it should.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying it's probably going to be harder for you to get noticed if you don't join those guilds.
Not with the way you have so many different platforms these days. You have so much exposure. That's like the Grammys, man. All these people about the Grammys and people getting snubbed. Like, who gives a shit?
So what happens if a movie does bad then? So say like you put this dope idea together, you reach out to a company to fund it, it goes down the shitter. Then what?
Then you ruin it for the rest.
You eat your losses.
What do you mean you eat your losses?
Back to the drawing board.
What does that mean though? Like you're paying.
What do you mean, Jake? People do that right now.
I'm just saying.
Just flop. Do you think that
company?
Do you think that company's just going to stop making movies because they made a shit movie?
But like, where do they get the money from? Because like, if they don't make the money back from like movie sales, or like the money that they spent on making the money,
so
it's just a loss. You just got to get funding again.
You use Mr. Beast as an example. He sells a shit ton of merch. He has burger shops also on top of that, so he's bringing in other revenue.
No, those are all separate from what he does for his YouTube. He takes all of his revenue from YouTube and puts it back into it.
But he also drops like merch and stuff like that for him to gain money from. There's no way that he's just cycling YouTube stuff. Like he probably puts all his money into YouTube.
Yeah.
And so when you reach out to a company,
you don't think that he has a video that is not that hasn't performed to its liking.
But what I'm saying is he's a creative mind and the funding. What you're asking is like, let me reach out to this company, pitch this dope idea, and then them give me money. Well, why wouldn't you just fork over the money along with your dope idea?
Because we don't have millions of dollars.
You don't. Mr. Beast made that money on his own.
I know, but that's
Yeah,
what I'm just
but
saying.
That's
what I'm
he's
saying
a
is,
very
like,
small example, though.
Yeah, I know. We're talking
No,
about.
he's not. He surrounded himself with other people who possibly could do things better than he could, and found a way to integrate them into his scheme that has made it overall a success. Right.
But he's like a start to finish kind of guy. Like the idea that you threw out was like, I came up with this section, but I need money. Like, he's the whole 9 yards.
Pretty much,
We're
yeah.
just
What
5
Jake's
yards.
saying, he.
What do you? But what
I
do you?
made the
What are you saying?
start. I need the finish.
He would
Bro.
eat his own loss.
But
That would
you got
happen
to
in
think,
art.
man. You got to think that when you have these movies that are being made, you have companies who are going to want product placement. They're going to pay you money to be part of the movie. If you have certain things that you're going to guarantee them, like how much certain time, there's ways to get funding for it.
I know, but
Here,
I'm
I'm going to throw
Mr.
this
Beast-
Audi in.
Are you
But
with
what are
me
you
though? Like
saying?
Mr. Beast, like he's funding and creating. Does that make sense? He's both parties. Like
He's
when we
executive
He doesn't have to
No, he's
rely
not.
on
No, he's
outside.
not. No,
He
he's
doesn't
not.
have to rely on outside funding.
He gets funding
he pays for all
to
his
make
YouTube
his
shit.
videos.
When he makes all those like in real life, like what was it called? Like the Squid Games, how he put that shit all together, dude.
How does he make that money?
Selling merch in his videos
From
and
ad
his
revenue, from companies that
No.
are placing advertisements on
He's not-
his videos.
But he's not asking them for the money specifically for the video or the idea.
He doesn't have to. He does. But
He's-
that's the glory part of YouTube is you don't have to ask people
I
for
know.
the money. You make what you want to make.
But
if
your
it's good,
argument,
advertisers will elect to be placed on your video.
your argument would be that you wanted money from a company to fund your creative idea, though.
You don't think that he didn't get money
His is
from companies
optional.
when he started? That's how
I think
he
his is
started his
optional.
money.
As of right now, I think his is optional. I think that he could
As
pay out of pocket.
as of right now, because he's worked to get it there, he didn't start out that same way though.
I agree.
He had to
but
get money from other people to make his videos, and then he promised to
I
put
know,
them
but
in
like
the film.
ads is like hand in hand with YouTube videos in general, though.
Bro, I feel like we're talking around each other.
I don't know if Mason and Eddie are coming from where I'm coming from or not.
I'm
I
kind of
just-
like,
I'm
I
just
don't
saying,
even
I
know
don't
what
know
we're talking
one
about
YouTube
anymore.
maker, director, or anybody who makes content on YouTube make a movie.
Why?
I don't know.
because people like to watch movies.
Because I don't think people, I think
You
people
don't see that there could possibly be one day that a YouTuber, somebody creative, makes a motion picture that releases straight to YouTube.
I'm not
I
saying
mean,
no.
I'm
I'm
sure
just
it's already
saying
happened.
They're already doing that. They're doing like TV series on YouTube already. I'm pretty sure Logan Paul has one.
So then I don't understand what we're arguing about.
Yeah, what
We're
the
talking about
fuck,
the
dude?
we talking about the funding for it. There's a million different ways to get funding
Well-
for things.
Well, just the how you mentioned it, I comprehended it differently.
And
That's besides the point. That's besides
I
the
mean,
point.
my
I'm
my
over it.
question was like, once they like we were talking about if the movie flops and like they don't make the money back
They don't
from
make the money
sales,
back.
right? So the money that basically the money that they used was just donated, and so they're not likely to get money from those same people again, so they're gonna have to like look elsewhere, right?
yeah,
Because the
probably.
people that invested that money,
High risk, high reward type thing.
yeah.
Yeah. Either that or they pay back the investors and the company as itself just takes the loss.
Or you
So
just
they
leave
can-
a
so they can
1-star
keep that
review on their
partnership.
Yelp and you keep it
Yeah.
rolling.
But you got to think, I mean, we're sitting here talking about the money that movies make. There's other parts that the companies are making some of that money back. Same thing, merchandise. I wonder, do they even factor
Commercials.
merchandise or any of that stuff into the actual performance of the movie? Do they
Probably
not.
factor in
No.
like action
But if the
figures?
performance of the
No.
movie is bad, then they're probably not likely to make
They're probably just comparing
That's
apples
right.
to apples. I feel like just like
But I guess
making the
then
movie
that's
and
still
the movie tickets.
cost to make all of that stuff. I don't know. To me, I just
Are
feel
we
like
trying to make a movie, bro? Is that what's happening? We're trying to make a
Robert, it
movie?
sounds like he has an idea.
I'm not trying to make a movie. That seems like a lot of work.
This motherfucker. No, you didn't, bro.
What?
You're like, it sounds like a lot of work
To make a movie?
After we just went through all that spiel, dude. Yeah, I mean, all hyped and shit.
After
Dude. I
what
was like,
spiel?
let me ask some legitimate questions. I gotta put on my Brad Pitt. Like, where do you want me, director? And you're gonna sit here and tell me that? Damn,
Man, I mean, I'm sitting here saying it as if it's an easy thing. What like Mr. Beast or all of them have done is not easy by any means, but also like I feel like you just have to have your hat in one thing. If you're the creative, you got to just focus on creating a story. And
Eddie wants to make movies.
Gotta
I
build a
do.
team
I shot 2 commercials.
like legit
for
commercials
pornos.
for
For
yourself.
Grindr.
Damn, we lost it.
That was the worst time ever. I wanted to
No
hear
comment,
this.
bro. Eddie's that's his way of pleading the fifth.
Let's see what happens. What happens when movie companies miss out on movies?
Wait, he's back. Eddie? Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh,
You know what? If
commercials?
they asked me to shoot a grinder commercial, bro, I would shoot it. What does it matter?
You're in it, bro.
I'll shoot it
is the
and
commercial?
start it.
What does the commercial involve though?
Yeah, what did you do?
They
Anyways?
can't like put anything weird on commercials, you know?
True.
I mean, that weird.
What was your experience, Eddie? Like, what did you do it for? Like, can you not speak a lot
So
about it?
it was so
Son of a gun. These cliffhangers, man.
I know. I'm like sitting on the edge of my seat, bro. It was what? It was what?
Wait, he's back. He's back.
So, oh, is he back? Is he about to go in?
He's about to go in.
dude, I'm getting spurts. It's starting to piss me off. I'm so sorry.
Dude, try being on the other
got
end
the
of the
squirts?
cliffhanger.
Spurts. I'm getting spurts. Like I could see you
Okay.
guys perfectly, and then all of a sudden it's just
The
Does
Hershey
this.
squirts.
someone's using the microwave or something. But
Stove
yeah,
top.
it was an online profile for an optometrist. One of the doctors there.
What does that sound? What am I hearing right now?
Oh,
Sounds
I'm
like a
playing with
bag
my
of
back
chips.
scratcher.
Like,
It's in my
eating, like
phone.
some Lay's potato
Yeah,
chips. or
Wait,
something.
you acted in the commercial, or you like
Or is
directed?
it just
No.
it was a photo?
What was it for?
Hey, fuck you, man, you pussy. All right, so it says that the producer and the distributor lose the money when they
Oh.
flop. Producers and the distributor.
No, it was nothing. It was nothing like that, bro. It was just I set up the angles and the lights.
For what was it?
It was a commercial. It was an online profile for an optometrist out in Federal Way. So a clinic, essentially, for an eye doctor.
You set up the lighting. You're the lighting dude.
He's a boom mic guy.
Here, can you hold
And
this
the
guy's
angles.
balls while I shift his dick into the vagina?
That's called the fluffer.
Oh, speaking of, we have to talk about this while we're speaking about pornos. Have you guys been seeing this Adam 22 and Lena the Plug situation?
No.
I don't know any of them.
Okay, I'm gonna do my best to try and keep this thing short. All right, so Adam 22 is a podcaster. His whole podcast originally started from like, I think it was like gang content, so he would have like gang members and stuff on. They would talk about the life. He's married to a adult film star. I believe she started on OnlyFans, or she has an OnlyFans right now. But they got popular by making pornos and having threesomes, doing all that stuff. OnlyFans shit, pretty much. Well, they just had like a rollout of her having her first scene without him, with one of Black's big stars.
Blacks? What do you mean? Like a black?
Blacked.
Black.
Like
Oh,
the website.
So like,
Yeah, so one of their stars filmed a scene with her.
the Mandingo.
and it
First
just
one
released.
without him.
Bro, I think I
Yeah.
actually did see someone like talk
So
shit about that.
he was condoning, like he was like, all right, cool, we're gonna do it. You know, he had her on his podcast to actually like talk about it, which was crazy. And I'm just like, they have a kid together as well. And I'm like, I couldn't do that.
Oh, that should
Sounds like
wild, bro.
Apparently she
like,
got cream pie too.
yeah, it's gross.
Rumor has it.
Sounds like what, Eddie?
It's like I feel like this is pretty common. A lot of dudes just cool with dudes, like these girls just getting.
No,
hooking up with other
you're
dudes.
tripping, fam. That's not.
I
That's
know.
you,
I
bro.
think
That's-
no. Quit capping, bro. No shot. We literally discussed this the other day. How there's quite a bit of dudes who are cool with just like OnlyFans and the girls going out doing this. And
I
No,
mean,
I feel
some
like-
guys are into it, right?
Cucks.
Yeah.
yeah,
Eddie, you standing up for the cucks right now?
no, I'm not one at all. I mean, it doesn't.
We're
I
all the
don't
real
care.
big cuckies. Please stand up.
Yeah,
like
it
the-
doesn't matter if they're into it. Cool, that's
Like
fine.
that
But I feel like
term
this is kind of
cuckold?
common.
Is that what you? Is that what
But
that
you-
means?
Eddie.
Yeah,
Okay.
Like the David Lindhagen.
David Lindhagen. Shut the fuck up. You're so stupid.
Gotcha, Steve.
Yo,
Carell.
either way, man. If let's say that is becoming like more of a normal thing. Are we not thinking about our kid, like what our kids are gonna have to go through when they get to a certain age? Can you imagine that conversation?
they don't give a shit, bro.
But that's crazy. Like that kid's gonna get to high school and it's gonna be like, yo, you seen this video of your mom getting cream pied by this guy, Jason Love?
He's like, yeah, what do you,
Bro,
I've seen
Just
it.
got
What do you
cut your mom in half.
He's stupid.
Yeah,
Cut her in
bro.
half. For
Yeah.
real.
Savage,
What it
dude.
is, girl? What's the? Yeah, bro.
You guys aren't trying to do any of that stuff. If the dollar amount's right.
Like these mom and there's like, well, what? It's
I
really
don't have
bad on the
kids, so
kids,
sign me
and
up.
they're like, well, my kids.
Wait, from like the husband perspective, if they offered like you the money,
No, it's not worth it.
I don't know, man.
It's not even.
I'm just
I think your husband perspective or not. Let's say you got 2 little girls, Jake.
I'm not for it. Regardless,
Jake's
no
for
shot.
it. Yeah, Jake's
No
for
full,
it.
no shot, dude. I'm like, nah, we don't need that.
Jake looks like a cuck.
I hate you, bro.
Like Jake's for sure in the background like this. Like, oh yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
fucking
Slap her
weird,
in the
man.
titty.
there's some good ass grabbing going on.
Damn, dude.
That's crazy. There's no way I'm letting someone penetrate my wife, bro.
What made you even think of that story, dude?
Because this guy was just talking about booty holes. What were we talking about before this?
I never
Mentioned something about
Yeah, Mason was
talking
talking about fluffing.
Oh,
Oh yeah, fluff.
has nothing to do with booty holes.
I learned something new today.
What, cuck?
No, I already knew that.
Oh, see, you did know about it. It's because you
Fluffing.
partake.
No, you fucking scumbag. Fluffing with your muffin.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't do it.
I don't know. Either way,
That would be. It's just like,
Too late.
and their excuses is like, my
What-
kids will cry in their mansion.
what about this? All right. So what if your girl came to you and was like, hey, I'm ready to bring somebody else into the relationship every once in a while, and it's another girl. Are you agreeing to it?
Eddie,
Or are you not? I feel like it's a setup. I feel like I'm being set up.
that's a fucking trap, dude. Eddie,
Not true. It's not. It's not a trap.
all right, let's hear your perspective.
Do you think that that's manageable though?
I feel like it would be.
Yeah.
If it's
I
every
do.
once in a while,
I do think it's manageable.
I don't know.
There's
Eddie's like,
no shot. If you're married,
Not if you're married. If you're not, if you're married.
I
I think eventually it'll take its toll. Like
It depends on like, I don't know. I mean, it depends on if you're into that too, right? Because if you're not into that, then it's not manageable. But if
What
you
if
are
you're
into that, then it is manageable.
What if you're like favoriting, you know?
The
I
other
think there are terms, right? No kissing, maybe.
Like if like
no eye contact.
No
Look-
holding
no eye
hands.
contact.
Don't look at me.
I kind of. All right, so here's the
Don't look at
situation.
me,
Like Margot
motherfucker.
Robbie is just somehow part of the equation, like, and you're only focusing on her. It's probably a wrap, bro.
Nah.
If you brought a girl in and you're only giving her the time and you're not giving your wife any time, that's a problem.
Oh yeah. I think so too. But also, I think your lady would probably have to be into women
What
as
if
well.
what if
Not
your
probably.
lady, what if your significant other is giving the other girl more attention than to you?
That's cool
Like-
too, bro. It's all good.
Like all of a sudden you just find yourself standing there. You're like, what?
And then and then you become the cuck again, but it's just with a girl.
Ooh, I don't know.
bro.
That's a good question. I probably still feel some type of way about it, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If you're married, I feel like marriage is kind of different. I don't know. Like relationships, whatever. If you're not into it, you dip out. All good, right? But
What if you're in a relationship and it happens and then you get married and you have that memory of
then you better really think about that memory before you get on one knee.
it? Or what if you do it before you're married, get married, and then you're like, oh, I want to explore that again, and you're both into it.
And she's like,
Then it's fine.
You just
Then it's
you
cool.
just agreed to do it.
You just
again,
don't think
so
that it's too hard to
obviously-
manage? I feel like just like playing, like anytime you bring in, dude, one woman is hard to manage.
what do you mean?
Just feelings, like you never know how feelings get developed. I think Mason said it before.
Yeah,
like when
but
you're
like-
working with someone, you're like,
You're not sure, but that's the thing though.
But
This person's
they're
just coming
just-
in for the fun time.
Like,
not
once
the
you're
a
saying
month,
it's just
like-
going to be like a
lifestyle.
one. It's got to be
They
one
just come in,
person,
like,
and you
one-
never see that one person again.
No, more like you just see him like every
Thursday.
3
6
Thursdays.
months.
Yeah, every two months on a Thursday or something.
I feel like you got to switch. I feel like it would have to be a different person. And I feel like it's got to be like a like we're going out and we're like prospecting, right? We're prospecting together.
Together.
Like
Bro,
we're
you're
going
the
out
one
and we're
with-
like,
You're the one with all the restrictions and like check marks here. We're over here like all three of us like, yeah, that sounds cool. But you're the one who's like, you got something to say or what?
but I'm thinking, no, I'm. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yeah, say it with your chest, Robert. Tell him.
Yeah, bro. What you mean?
I'm sitting here and I'm trying to think about it in a realistic like approach. For me, if I'm like in order for me to not feel some type of way, I feel like it's got to be something where it's like, all right, we're going out and we're like, all right, is it this person? Is it here? We're having conversations, we're figuring it out. You know, we might even have to have a sit down with the person. You know, what kind of stuff are you into? Here's what I'm into. What
Do you like an interview?
You know, and then
This
we
sounds
bring
like a
them in.
lot.
I feel like we
an
bring them
interview.
in and then we get them out of here. And then it's that person's done. We can't bring that person in. Maybe later on.
What if you bring them in
And then they're gonna blackmail you and be like,
and
"Hey,
then
if
it
you don't
becomes
leave me in the
like,
group, I'm
you
gonna
keep bringing them
destroy you."
in, and then it becomes like a permanent situation, and you're like,
And you both got girlfriends.
and then I don't know.
What if you're heels over head for them instead?
Yeah.
See, that's where it becomes a problem. See, that's where I'm talking about managing, man. There's too many different emotions that can be evoked from all of this stuff. Anytime you bring in, I don't know. And
That's
you gotta
why-
think, let's say you're married and you decide to do this. Let's say you're married for a really long time. You're looking for some excitement and you do this and it just brings it back and you're just like, oh my gosh, like there's no way I can go back to a normal life.
What's the
I know,
normal
bro.
life like being
Yeah.
married?
Just being married and just
My
having-
standards are pampered by threesomes tomorrow.
Yo, how do we start talking about this?
You brought it up.
Back to what Mason said,
Um,
bro. The fluffer.
Oh yeah, the cuck stuff. I don't know. Either way, for me, I feel like it's just too much to manage. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, no shot, bro.
Mason, do you even think you'd get married? If you had a thing with someone, you'd probably just be like, here, these are the terms of the agreement.
I don't know, man. I don't really believe in marriage, to be honest. I feel like it's if you want to be with someone,
What do you
like
mean by that?
you
I'm
just
What do you mean?
You just be with them.
I was thinking about that Drewski meme where he's like, "What do you mean by that?" Yeah, what do you mean by you don't believe in marriage?
I don't know.
Do
I
you
just
believe
feel like
the
it's. I
cons
feel like it's not
outweigh the
necessary.
pros?
I just feel like it's not necessary.
I feel like
As
Like
far
nowadays,
as,
like
bro,
the government overstepping their boundaries and shit that they shouldn't.
I don't
Yeah, I
even think
just
it's the
feel like
government.
it's.
What do you mean it's
I
not the
feel
government?
like
It has to be
it's,
certified by the state.
I agree with Mason to a certain degree. I think there's a lot more risk. I think for it. I think
like
there's
risk in getting married or not getting married.
yeah, I do. I mean, like for instance, right? What like 90% of alimony gets paid to women, right? So let's say it doesn't work out. Like I don't know. I've heard some horror stories. Like
Make them sign that
dudes get
prenup, bro.
yeah. Well, even then, you're still liable. You're still on the hook for something, right? Like heard horror stories of like these dudes getting kicked out of their house and these ladies like sleeping with like the pool guy,
I'm
shit
the
like
pool
that.
guy. What?
Yeah, but also same thing with
What
these
happened?
dudes, man. These dudes are scumbags. Like make no money. These ladies work, and all of a sudden they're the ones paying alimony. It's not as likely, but there's still plenty of people like that. I got a cousin who has to do that just to pay alimony to her dude. It's whack.
Yeah,
Or
that's
child
crazy.
support.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think
So you're not really for marriage, Eddie, or just like more cons than pros with marriage, or
I would I hope to eventually, but I would want to
is it like the idea of getting married, or like what comes with being
the
married?
tradition. I think it's more the tradition, especially for like different cultures. Probably for Eddie, like his grandma would probably like to see him married, right?
but she very specific wants me married in the church, and I don't go to church.
Church. Yeah, dude. Remember your first confession?
Yeah, that was brutal.
I'm trying to
I told
go
your
to
mom,
church.
bro.
Yeah,
True.
that was brutal.
Rewind it back to episode 2 or whatever.
Yeah, and then having to say that to an old dude, I was thinking, fuck, man, good thing I wore a belt.
What?
Yeah. Yeah,
That's crazy.
makes things more difficult because I don't know, man. I still don't. I'm not a big fan of a lot of the beliefs in the Catholic Church. I think there's a lot of not really great. I mean, I think religion can be good, but just like I don't know. I just separated myself from this.
Say it with your chest.
I don't know, man. I mean, I think
Say what
a
you
lot
want.
of I think there is a lot of pedophilia that probably goes on in the church there.
A lot of
I
like
don't know.
hypocrisy.
It definitely
Yeah, honestly, too. And you go to church, bro, and like all these people just like bash on people for their lifestyle choices. But at the end of the day, I think you're going to be judged just as harshly.
Yeah, there's a lot of
10
like
Commandments.
there's a lot of like shame involved. Like they make
Like-
you feel like shameful.
Yeah,
Like they shame you because you're not good enough or you're not doing the right thing. If you do something bad,
You're not righteous enough. Righteous.
Yeah.
Righteous.
yeah. When I first moved out here, bro, I was going out to BYUI because I was seeing these girls and some of the shit that they would say after we'd hang out. I'm just like, bro, you girls are horrible people.
Like what would they say?
Bro, one time in particular, so when I first moved here, was seeing this girl, right? And I was actually kind of digging this girl. But she's like, we just wouldn't work out because I was like, I don't even go to my church. And my grandma would be super pissed if I started going to another church. And also, I think it's like, I am spiritual and I do believe in a higher power, but like, I think it's a slap in God's face if you go to a church for some pussy. I think that's a big no.
What do you
bro.
mean? That's what he put it there for.
I was gonna say, bro. I think that's the point of it.
I don't know, man. I feel like you should go because you want to go for yourself, right?
To build
I
that
think-
community. It's all about community.
Yeah, but not so much in that instance,
Spread the seed.
right?
I mean the word.
But
Probably. Hey, Eddie, you might show up to church and might actually meet the one though. What about that?
Well, right. So we
That
were
is
You're
a
not
talking
good
going to
about
be
place
that.
seeing
for
any
it.
OnlyFans girls. You're going to be
You
meeting
know,
girls
that's
who are
kind of a
trying to
twist,
get.
dude.
You'd be
Because
surprised.
Eddie's always like that. Eddie's like, dude, why are you trying to hold me back from me and the right one? It's like, dude, how about you go to church, dude? Maybe you'll find the right one.
Yeah, dude, we just figured it out for you, Eddie. Go to church this weekend and see what it's about.
Oh,
Just give it a
dude.
shot, man.
All right, fair. But yeah,
The church I went to wasn't bad though. Like it was a cool message, and they had music, so we were like, it's kind of a vibe. It's not like
I've never been to the Mormon church.
it
Dude, I
wasn't
went
a
to the
Mormon
BYU
church, bro. What the fuck?
I went to
What
church
church
with
are you
Jackson
talking
in
about?
Bro, the
Hawaii,
church
bro.
I'm talking about is like, it looks like a fucking news station on the road over here. Like you drive by it, it looks like a fucking, like they record movies and shit there. Like it's a whole production center. It's crazy.
I'd have to go to a different. I just wouldn't want to go
That
to
sounds kind of
Abbey.
lit.
They do like at the end of it, they did like what the fuck's it's like bulk baptism. It's like, if you want to get baptized, hop in the line. We're going through and we're playing music, and like I was like, yo, this is church. And I was like, these guys are all getting blessed right
Oh,
now.
it's
I'm
like
about
my
to go hop in.
backstroke.
I was about to be impulse blessed, bro. Or impulse baptized. I'm about to just make a quick decision. Like when you're out shopping, I was about to be like, yo, babe, I'm about to just go up in there and get baptized real quick. Watch out.
I don't think there's any buyer's remorse though, dude. So
Yeah, I probably have buyer's remorse. It's kind
of a done deal.
I had buyer's remorse immediately after going because I was in it, bro. And for whatever reason, the message the day that I went was crazy specific about alcoholism, and I was like, nah, I showed up at a terrible time, bro. So I'm like emotional in there, and I'm like, yo, like, do I need to be here? And then I left, and I'm like, isn't that just a message that we should just be giving people outside of church? Like, what the fuck? Like, why do I have to go to church to get that message? And then I was like,
bro. I think that message was for you specifically.
yeah, but that's why I was like, in my head, I'm like, yo, God's playing with me right now, son. He's trying to make me think that I showed up on this one day, so I'm going to keep coming. Nah, man. We should just be giving that message out regularly to everybody.
I don't know, man. I think you got to take
alcoholism. It should be removing bad things from your life.
I don't know. That's like
whether
saying,
it's alcohol, whether it's.
That's like saying, like, Lord, give me a sign. And all of a sudden, like, freaking a lightning bolt strikes right in front of you. And you're like, what are the odds of that? That's bullshit. No shot.
Yeah,
bro.
no, it was crazy, man. Like, I'm sitting there, like, I'm in my chair and I'm trying to act like I'm not into it. I'm just like feeling like, why didn't the fuck did I decide to come to church today? Like, kids wanted me to go. I'm like, and then it starts going. The music's pretty solid. I'm like, okay, it's kind of a banger. They got the live band. Everyone's in. There's a girl in there. And I'm like, yo, she's going crazy. She's getting freaking taken over by Jesus right now. She's going crazy. And I'm like, okay, I'm starting to get into it. And then the message comes out, and I'm like,
have you ever been to like a predominantly Black people's church?
No.
They do a lot of singing and stuff like that.
I would have to know somebody Black to go to a Black church, right?
I was dating one back in Washington. They told me that what you're describing sounds an awful like what she was saying.
It was cool, but it was pretty much that, except a redneck version.
What's it called? Like
the guy was a country singer on the stage instead of a Black guy.
What's it the church called itself? Like
the Church of Perpetual Sorrow.
Religion?
No,
is there like a term for it though? Like,
yeah, I can get it for you. And so that's the thing. And I was so confused because I was like, Chelsea's sister-in-law wanted us to go because she goes to church, but she doesn't even regularly go to this church. She just goes to this one because she likes it every once in a while. But she's actually grew up a different type of, and I was like, I don't understand. There's so many different like sects of it, and it's weird. Like I can't wrap my head around it. It's like, this is like you have like Orthodox Jews, conservative Jews, Christians are like a descendant of Judaism.
I don't know.
There's like
so many, bro.
And it's all
Something.
and then they all branch off into something. Like we can make a religion right now. And Jake can be the leader because he has so much to say.
what's up?
This guy, are you even paying attention?
Yo, this guy is fucking. Thanks for the clip.
Oh gosh.
Hey,
My fault,
Instagram.
too. My bad.
Stupid.
You lost me on this, dude.
Uh,
And I was like, oh
sorry,
damn.
yeah.
She was doing the rain dance.
No, there was a girl. She was legit. It was this big lady. She was on the floor and she was like, oh, bro, it was crazy.
Wait, was she part of the like congregation or was she just?
No,
was
she
like-
was just in the crowd. She was in the
It was
crowd.
like a
She
Mean
was
Girls
right next to
moment,
me.
dude.
Like
She doesn't even go here.
she's not even part of this church. Huh. They even got me
That's
on like their
crazy.
messaging thing. Hit me up and they're like, yo, we want you to come to this one.
I think there's good to it, bro. It builds community, right? It just shows that you're not alone. You're really
It's
there
cool.
just for one thing,
Actually,
right?
can we backtrack a little bit?
Pussy.
It was fun. It was fun.
I
What?
don't-
Exactly. No, that's why I was there. Why was I there, Eddie? Yo, Mason just hit it on the fucking head.
bro.
Eddie, you
Bro,
didn't
bro,
even
this-
tell us what that girl said.
Bro, oh,
Wait.
after we were done, after we like were doing our thing and we were seeing each other, then right, we started talking about like religion and like what she wants, looks forward in a partner, and then she tells me about potentially joining, and I'm like, no shot, right? And then she said, well, then I could never be with you, right? And I'm like, so why am I here then? Like, it almost seems like you're over here preaching all this stuff, but here we are doing what we're doing. And she goes, no one's ever going to find out about this anyway. And I'm like, damn, bro, these girls are freaking disgusting out here.
That's when you take it to the streets.
Bro, that
Right.
literally, that changed my mentality about it. That was when I was like, all right, I gotta
Expose them.
take this more seriously, do more of my thing. That's when I started like, I'm cool on this, been out here dodging like this shit, like left and right.
You got to start taking it
Wait.
more seriously.
Well, at that point, I was kind of digging her, but then when she said that, I was like, yeah, fuck this. This is not where I parked my car.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know, man. We might be onto something with this. You might have to show up to church and find you a shawty.
Yeah, bro, because that's grimy.
Get you one of them pasture daughters. They'll treat you right.
Like Footloose.
Oh,
I've never seen
bro,
Footloose. Is that crazy?
I actually never have either.
I'm guilty
Okay.
of that too.
I haven't seen it either.
Oh, let's
I just heard.
go. So, 1 out of every 4 people is gay, and now we know who it is.
Eddie.
The one person who's seen Footloose.
How does that correlate to what you said?
Yeah, it made no sense.
Yeah. That's not a fun
No.
joke, guys.
That it made no sense. You said me.
Oh, that's all.
I was like, what? Oh, dude.
Mm,
my
Eddie,
bad, my bad.
wait, have you seen the new Footloose or the old one?
Both, bro.
Oh, that's the one thing I was going to talk about when I went and saw that movie last night. I was looking at the ones that were on that were showing. That shit had some tough competition. Indiana Jones.
That
And
movie's bombing.
is it?
Dude, people are shitting all over it.
Really?
I didn't like the last one that just came out either. Like a few years ago. The Crystal
Oh,
Skull
Shia
one.
LaBeouf?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that movie even existed.
It was alright. It wasn't like
Dude, Disney's losing their ass on
I haven't
this
seen
movie.
any of them, dude.
Hey,
Oh,
we
first
talked
two were goated.
we talked about it, them making way too much content for Disney Plus. And that's
Well, now
exactly
they're
what
going to
that
stop.
yeah, you sent that thing.
That was on the internet too, right? Is that kind of what you're mentioning about
that's
how
their
like
Bob Iger,
it's
the
taking
guy, the
people's,
head guy
like,
there.
it's kind of like they're almost overdoing it basically.
Yeah, but he's just pissed off that this movie sucked, right? Because everything Marvel that they've done, besides this Miss Marvel's movie and what was it? One of the series has been killing it.
Which one?
Yeah, which one?
Which Marvel series?
Yeah. Loki.
I mean, not Loki. Wasn't it the pinche Captain America one? The Winter
bro,
Soldier?
the only ones that I liked were the ones that were on Netflix. Daredevil,
Punisher?
Punisher.
Luke Cage. Was that it?
Yeah,
I didn't watch Luke
Cage with
Cage.
Punisher was
something
super good.
Jones. What's
Oh yeah,
the girl
Jessica Jones.
Jessica,
Jessica
Jones?
Jones. All those were I thought were
I didn't
really
watch that
good.
one, bro.
I
I like
didn't watch
Daredevil
that.
though. Daredevil was dope.
That was sick.
Yeah,
I didn't watch
Dare-
the Fist one, the Iron Fist or whatever. the
Iron Fist
stupid-
was
Oh, yeah, I didn't watch that one either.
Iron Fist was let's just say that was probably the reason that they stopped making those shows. I'm just kidding. That was
I heard it
definitely
was
like the last one.
Pretty slow. I heard
It
that
says
one was,
Miss
like,
Marvel
slow.
took the top spot,
Wait,
and
that
then
show's
it-
doing good?
and then Agent of Shield is like second or was first until they got overtook.
I
for-
kind
for
of
these Marvel shows.
I'm pretty stoked on the Fantastic Four movie just because Fantastic Four has some awesome villains, but
What's the news on the Fantastic Four movie?
I thought
Are they
I don't
doing
know.
a re?
They make so many Fantastic
Redo?
Four movies. The one with
Freaking
Miles
is it-
Teller and
Who's the guy, Jake? Who's that guy that in that show that you like to watch? It's from The
Creed.
Office.
Michael B.
Kinda
Jordan.
sucks.
Michael
Oh.
B.
No,
Jordan.
the white
yeah, that
dude.
was
Wait, which
John
one?
Krasinski.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
John
gonna
Krasinski, dude.
he's gonna be Doctor.
Oh
Mr.
yeah, yeah,
Fan-
yeah.
The stretchy guy.
The stretchy
Sketchy
guy?
I could see him being that guy.
Oh yeah. You think so, Jake?
Yeah, yeah.
He looks pretty stretchy to you.
He looks like he's consistent with that material.
He just looks like he has the capabilities
Are
of.
you a fan of his? You want to?
Being
You want him to
stretched.
stretch around your neck?
Oh, he was in the Thor movie. Jake, we watched this.
Yeah, yeah, he was.
He was in the Thor.
Yeah,
Love
when
and Thunder.
Audio, yeah.
Who was he?
He played that guy.
he played Keith Richards. Reed
Dude.
Richards.
Fantastic Four.
As soon as you started
What'd I say,
talking
Keith
ish,
Richards?
I don't remember that part.
my audio went out.
How convenient. No, Jake, we watched that movie and he played the Doctor, bro. We watched the Thor movie.
I like that movie. Bro.
Yeah, he sits in the.
It's pretty
He's
good.
like at the head of this. One of
The
the
Council of Dummies.
Yeah, the big boss dudes.
hmm
He's
Wait,
one of
which
the guys that
one?
runs the Illuminati.
We watched this in the theaters, Jake.
My headset cut out. I'm sorry. What were you
Hey,
guys saying?
That's what I wanted to ask you. How can Zeus be Zeus and then also in the new movie that's coming out, Conan?
Conan.
Or not Conan. What's the new movie that's coming out with the dude from the lion guy? The
Oh, Craven.
Craven.
Raven.
How
Craven
can
was
isn't that what's his face? Russell
Yeah,
Crowe?
from- No.
they're
Russell
two
Crowe's in
different.
it.
Yeah, he's the dad.
So Russell Crowe exists as Zeus and Craven's dad?
I doubt we'll ever see Zeus again.
I'm just saying.
I don't know.
They
I don't know
cast-
if we'll
they
get
cast
another.
that- They cast that wrong then. They
I don't
just
know if
had
we'll
him
get-
as Zeus.
I don't know if we'll get another Thor movie.
That doesn't mean that that character doesn't exist. He already played him.
I mean, if
That-
it does he exist if his story's not told? He was
like
there
this-
to tell a story of someone else's.
What the fuck are you talking about? He already has played Zeus in Thor.
He was like
I understand
the-
that, but that's it. That's where he lived
And
and
now
died in
he
that movie.
and now he is in the
Kraken.
Craven movie
Craven.
as his dad. Russell
Yeah.
Crowe.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you want me to
So
tell you.
maybe
He
maybe
lives
it's
in
like
an
a
alternate
past.
universe.
It's a past thing, and Craven's dad dies and becomes Zeus.
Or maybe he's Zeus. Maybe he's
He's Zeus on
pretending
in
to
human form.
be a human. Yeah, he's like Star-Lord's dad. He's out here macking down on human mommies and leaving his alien seed inside of them.
Is it? Oh yeah, Star-Lord's dad does that. Ego.
What do you think I'm talking? You think I'm just like off the cuff this shit? That's real shit right there.
Yeah, you're right. Bro, I got the bad internet. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
And he's probably like, yo, he's coming up with good movie ideas. No, this is a fucking movie exists, my boy.
I told you his name was Ego. That's all I said.
Is Ego his dad in the actual comic books?
I have no idea. But Ego is the character's name.
Yeah, I know. I just watched those movies. It's actually pretty
Yeah.
good. The second one was pretty solid.
I don't think
They were
any of
all
the
pretty
Guardian
good,
of the
I
Galaxy movies.
I heard
were
the
bad.
third one is
Yeah,
sad.
they were all good.
They're all good.
I need to watch
Those
the
were
third
the
one.
Those were the only Marvel movies that they came out from like first to last that were all good.
Yeah.
True.
The Iron Man movies were good.
Iron
I
Man
feel
3.
I feel like the
sucked.
third one. Yeah, I didn't like the third
It's
one.
cheeks, bro.
Iron Man 3 is bad. Iron Man 2 solid. The villain was kind of weak though. Iron Man 2 though.
I never really liked
Who
Iron
was
Man,
the
bro.
villain?
He's
Yeah.
the. Yeah,
Dude,
like
he dies like
I thought that was
20
Iron Man
minutes into
1.
the movie.
Hold up. I gotta look this up.
he's the guy that
Whiplash.
whips the things with the car at the racetrack, and he's just like.
Oh, he's that Mexican
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Whiplash.
He's into
Ivan.
beady.
Ivan Vanko.
Mickey
He's into-
Rourke.
He's into that
Yeah,
crazy
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Bro, his name
I
is
lied. Iron
Whiplash.
Man's kind of whack.
What?
The
Eddie, what's his
They
name?
all sucked. Whiplash.
Oh,
the Captain
Whiplash.
America movies were good though. Winter Soldier
Mm.
was a good movie.
Yeah. That movie started it all, bro. That brought them all together.
The first one was whack though. I'm lying. I'm lying. I keep saying all these, and there's only like one good one in all of them.
I like the first one, bro.
Hulk.
Red Skull's a great villain.
I like
And
how they
he's the
brought it
only-
back.
And he's the only villain in all those movies that actually was portrayed and he played exactly who he was in the comic. He played a Nazi and he was a Red Skull guy. I mean, I guess you can't fuck that up, but
They make him green, bro.
you know,
People would probably be pissed.
yeah, it was pretty good, bro. I like that movie a lot. El Hydra.
Speaking
I'm
of Russell
positive.
Crowe, bro, I just watched Gladiator like for the first time. A couple
I
days
just saw it
ago.
on Netflix the other day.
I've never seen that movie. Is that crazy too?
That's
I
actually
never
good.
finished it.
Yeah, I never saw it
seen
until a couple days ago.
It is like a 2.5 hour movie.
It's
Yeah.
funny that you mentioned that. I just watched a video and the guy mentions the Gladiator because we're learning about ancient Greece. I might have to watch it and see what it's about.
You think the Colosseum's haunted?
Probably. That place would be crazy to go to. You imagine the energy in there?
That's where Bruce Lee ripped out Chuck Norris's chest hair. Was in the Colosseum.
Because he was
the
like the
Colosseum?
chick from the church. He was overcome with some crazy shit and was like, yeah.
I don't think he had
Well,
a choice.
They had a fighting scene, bro, and he freaking ripped out his chest hair and killed him.
Who won?
Bruce Lee killed his ass.
What?
Yeah.
Can we watch this on YouTube? Someone pull up a video, please.
Yeah.
What is
Bruce
this? What
Lee-
is this off of?
Rips out his chest hair and he looks at it. He's like, and he kills him.
For real?
Shut the
Yeah,
fuck
bro.
up, bro. You're
I
so
love-
full
bro.
of crap.
No, I'm not. Watch it.
Oh my god.
I am watching it.
Why were they in the Coliseum?
Hold on, can you share,
That's
Jake?
an epic battle, bro. That is there
Yeah, yeah.
not
Hold on,
a
let me
battle
see. I gotta
worthy of a
change the
Coliseum
settings.
besides Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris?
That's
I mean-
crazy.
I couldn't name one. Mike
What?
Tyson and Muhammad Ali.
I think Mike Tyson.
Bro, imagine that would be so crazy to live in that time though. Imagine
sure.
just like going to the Coliseum to watch people
Die.
basically. Yeah.
for entertainment. Do you think they actually thought it was entertaining?
Probably,
Yeah.
bro.
They probably were
nothing
afraid
else.
that they were
Well,
afraid they
so,
were
I
gonna
mean,
get
like,
thrown into it.
People like watching MMA, bro. And they
That's
just,
true.
That shit gets pretty brutal.
And now
They
it's
just-
not
they just
as
can't kill them.
yeah, people weren't as sensitive. They didn't even know what feelings were back then.
I've been watching UFC, like a bunch of UFC fights, and some of the fights are, I'm like, yo, you guys are insane.
Any fight with Diego Sanchez.
Can I see?
What's going on? What is this movie from? The Way of Dragon? The Way of the
Dragon.
I've never seen a Bruce Lee movie.
Oh, dude.
Exposing myself right now? I'm about to, yeah. Yo, Chuck Norris is crazy looking, bro.
And Bruce Lee was a tiny dude. Bruce Lee like invented MMA.
He's like 5'6", isn't he?
He looks way different, bro. I feel
Yeah.
like Chuck Norris looks like way
Where'd
different.
that cat come from, dude?
I like the GoPro style camera back then. Boy. The sound effects.
This motherfucker.
You know, Bruce Lee's buried in Seattle next to his son.
No shot, bro.
See?
He didn't even blow it off his hand, bro. Yeah,
Nah,
I told you.
bro. Nah, there's no way that's real.
Chuck Norris is the only guy to kind of kick his ass, too. Look at him. No one makes me bleed my own blood.
He kicked his ass in a movie, though. What if they really fought?
Bruce Lee would freaking rip his heart out, bro, and take a bite out of it.
Like, this guy just looks like Luke
Sure,
Cage.
bro.
Like, I'm waiting for this guy to turn into a fucking dragon and bite this motherfucker's head off.
Waiting for a bicycle kick right here, right
Oh,
now.
is that why it's called the dragon? Because he is Luke Cage?
I think Luke Kane is him.
Oh, yeah. He said, oh, what is a cat?
Oh. He's intrigued.
This guy's zoned in now, dude.
Look at him.
Are those Adidas?
Chuck
How did he-
Norris is limber as fuck, man. Let's go, Chuck.
And this fight was in the Coliseum, too, bro.
Yeah. Can you imagine the energy in there, though? You'd be feeling. You'd be like, God,
I mean,
I'm standing where a lion ripped a man in two.
like, if it was like a modern thing and you realize what you're watching, you're like, holy shit, I'm watching Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee.
Uh-oh.
Yo, this is crazy. It came out in 1972. It's actually not bad quality
It came out in 72? I thought this was...
from Miramax
little.
Films.
Ooh.
I think they made classic movies. Is he wearing the Adidas, bro?
He just knocked all of his green down. Now he's got to knock all the red down, and then he gets to finish him. Yup.
Yo. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Chuck Norris. Uh-oh.
Look, you can see where he ripped his chest hair out.
What do you think they use to make the sound effects?
They use me.
Yeah.
Nice job, Robert. Get another one.
They've had to have been around for a while, right?
Oh, he hit him with the.
Actually, now that you mention it, Mason, I'm trying to think of like what were they banging together to make that noise?
Yeah.
So like that's what it sounded like when my grandma hit me with the chuckle.
Like that noise right now.
It literally sounds like somebody probably just doing it, and then they probably adjust the audio.
Maybe a whip cracking?
Oh, maybe a belt.
Yeah, the belt.
Yeah, it could be a bell.
Oh, when you pull it, yeah.
And
Dang,
then you
bro,
just
that-
distort the fuck out of the audio.
I just got PTSD.
Eddie,
Oh,
Right? Does he rip his heart out in this clip or what?
yeah,
Does
bro.
he actually rip his heart out though?
Rips his dick off and eats it like Kimoashi. What does it say? What's that thing he says?
Kimosabi.
Kobayashi.
Kobayashi. Yeah.
Kobayashi.
The Glizzy Goblin.
Ooh.
Yo, that shit look real.
This guy got carpal tunnel.
Broke his shit, bro.
Oh, is that what it is?
Look how red he is.
This guy's done for, dude.
Why are they enemies?
Because
Oh yeah.
when you're as badass, only one can be the ultimate badass.
There can only be one.
There could only be one.
Is that why they fought though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
What is this movie about? Like, how does it happen? Is it just them? Like, are they enemies throughout the whole story, and then they have this epic scene to end it.
No, he's like the bad guy's like henchman.
So he's like fighting a ladder of people up, essentially.
No, he's the like ultimate bad guy, but he's just like the henchman. I can't remember. It's been a minute since I've seen it.
Does he kill him in here?
Yeah, bro, he kills his ass.
Yeah, you didn't just see him trying to throw that weak ass kick. Come on, Chuck, I could even do better than that.
I'm just curious.
He lets him know, hey, bro, you're busted. I'll kill you.
Your days are over, mister.
Yeah, your days are over, mister.
He's having a stare down with the kitty now.
Right.
What in the fuck, bro? Like, who wrote this script, bro?
Oh no, he's gonna break his neck. That's some like finish him type shit right there, dude.
He realizes, not again.
He's like, did I turn the stove off? Nah, I'm kidding.
Nah. Look at that scene. Look at the background, though. Look how dope that is. You have the Coliseum in the back.
Yeah, that's
Are you
the
sure
end
they
of it,
were at the
though.
Coliseum? That's probably fake. That might be.
Off to the left here?
Bro, that's
Fake.
definitely green screen, bro.
That might
Yeah.
be fake.
It
That's
is
definitely
fake.
green screen.
Fake or not, the point is that
Oh, that's a
he-
big difference, Eddie. You said
You
that
said
were
that they
there.
fought at the Coliseum, bro.
in the movie.
I fucking. There's no way we just watched the whole 7-minute clip because they fought in a fake Coliseum, right?
We didn't watch the clip to watch him fight in. It doesn't matter if they fought in a Walmart. He ripped his chest hair out.
Yeah, that's the crazy. You imagine if you were fighting somebody and they actually pulled that shit off on you, bro. I'd be out. Someone pulls my chest hair out, it's over. It's over. I'm out of there. I'll see you tomorrow. You win the fight, man.
Yeah, I'll be pissed because I don't got money.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, bro. I have like 10.
Nah, dude. Someone like I don't have any chest hair, but if somebody like ripped out one of my nipple hairs, like just a, and then they
I'm
just
gonna,
went, I'd be like, yo, I'm out, son. You win.
I'm gonna sound just like him, bro. I'm like, whoa.
You sound like Mario more instead of him, bro.
I'm gonna sound something like that, bro. Oh.
You're dumb, bro.
I'm gonna sound just like that.
Old movies are crazy. The sound and the freaking like the cat.
He does a movie with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kicks his ass too.
Bruce Lee?
Of course he
Or
does.
Chuck Norris?
Bruce Lee.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's a basketball player.
Mhm. Yeah, he kicked his ass.
So
He was in
what
I
you
wonder
say,
what the
Chuck Norris
movies
overrated?
like of the future are gonna be like. Like people are gonna come back and watch like movies
gonna
from
be
this
like-
time, bro, and they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?"
They're
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
like that.
Movies are crazy. Like Avatar right now, when you watch Avatar, you're like, bro, what am I watching?
I think
Who
there's
made
still so
this?
much potential to be like in movies though. Like every now and then I'll watch a movie and I'm like, that was
Like,
fucking
what-
incredible.
What else could they add to a movie to like
Like the experience better.
yeah, to like special
The-
effects type of things, like
VR. I feel like
Full
3D is kind of
4D.
played out.
4D.
4D. So if like someone
Dude,
is
imagine
running through a fucking field of sprinklers or something, they just water just starts
Just
shooting
splash
at you.
water.
they're in like some fruit or some shit, dude. You start smelling citrusy and shit.
Yeah, you just start smelling. People are having all out gunfire, like gun wars, and you smell you know,
Gunpowder.
gunpowder and blood.
2 people died in that bitch.
Dude,
They
imagine watching something-
actually kill people in the crowd. Yo, you're part of the movie. Bah, bah,
Dude, that would suck.
bah.
It's almost yeah. I
Could you
don't
imagine
know.
That's
watching
always
a
going to be a
movie in
world that we
VR?
live in, right? That's
And you miss a part because you were looking up to the left when you should have been looking to the right. You're like, fuck, you gotta watch this movie again. I missed the best part.
they're going to start convincing people that can be a thing. Like they convince people to go down in a submarine for $250,000, man. They'll probably convince you to get shot while watching a movie and say that you're part of the experience. It's like, you want to experience war? Come over here. We'll let you fight against each
Yeah.
other with weapons.
Robert's
For only
not wrong, bro.
$300,000.
It's a bunch of fucking idiots out there.
Yo, that's crazy. And people would probably be like, I'm the best war person. I'm going to go. Some jackass would show up.
Then it just
Yeah,
turns
I'd be
into the
like-
Coliseum all over again, bro.
People are out here
People start
getting
fighting each other.
kicked in the nuts and for content online. Like,
Remember, people
Talking
were
about
eating
that
Tide
kicked it in the
Pods,
nutshell?
too.
That guy with the orange wig.
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
Wait, is this an actual show?
There's an actual dude. This guy would walk up to people and kick people in the nuts.
You don't
And then
remember
he-
that, bro?
Yeah.
No.
And then they'd get all pissed off. And then as soon as he told them, like,
And then he
"It's a
points to the
prank,"
camera.
and then they get all happy, but I would still be pissed. Like, bro, you just freaking
That guy's a
melted.
genius, bro. So he's just going over hitting people in the nuts and be like, "Oh, it's for camera. Let's go."
This is around the same time with like the Amazing Racist,
Yeah,
that Ari guy.
that guy was wild, bro.
Those guys are different. Those guys are
No.
different. But yeah, I think people would definitely like they pay for that experience. They pay to do some. People are paying to go into space. Like,
You
I'd
think
probably
eventually?
do it if I had money, bro.
Bro,
I'd
I
want to
wouldn't
be one of
go
the
to-
first people. You wouldn't want to be one of the first people if they're like, "Yo," like they could do it right now, and they're like, "Yo, we got to take you away from your family, but we're gonna put you on Mars." And like, I got to be the first.
Bro, we've
person
had
there
this
and s-
conversation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, ease up,
You-
bro.
Hey, what time is it? It's
You
probably time
almost
to
went
get out
in
of here,
on
right?
that conversation.
Probably time to get out of here, right?
Yeah.
We can talk
I
about
would go though.
Mars.
me too.
Mars
I was gonna
bars.
say we could talk about how these running backs are out here getting straight.
I'd go to Uranus. I couldn't resist, bro.
That's a whack show for me.
I couldn't
Weirdo.
resist, bro. I couldn't resist.
I
man.
did-
I'm sorry.
Weirdo.
I did see some. If we're on the topic of space, I did see that they located or they found like some type of like a fragment or something from a different galaxy or a different universe in the ocean.
Like part of the Infinity Gauntlet.
Like they
Talking about that
Infinity
gold
Stones.
cylinder, bro, that washed up.
what?
I don't know. I saw something about like a gold cylinder that washed up in Australia or something that people didn't know what it was. But I think they said it was like space junk.
Space junk?
Yeah, like
The fact that we
when
just-
rockets take off, you know.
I would have taken that to the pawn
Yeah,
shop to see if it
should
was
have.
really like gold.
I don't know what to. I don't even know what to type in to find this.
Space junk.
The space stuff?
Contact Galaxy. What? I don't know. We can change the subject. No, I was gonna say about how freaking these running backs are out here getting scammed, not getting paid. What do you think about
But-
that, Eddie?
I think
How are they getting scammed?
they're just not getting paid.
They're not getting. Yeah,
One of
they're
the
not even
most,
getting
yeah.
like offers.
Oh,
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Watching my team do it without a 1,000-yard rusher every year that they've done it, I don't think.
So, sorry, you can finish what you were saying.
I'm just saying, right? Like, I've seen Kansas City win 2 Super Bowls without a 1,000-yard rusher, or even close. I guess Pacheco had like 800, including the postseason. But I mean, I'm just saying, man. You can't come back if you're down by 10 and you're known for running the ball. Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, so if in my opinion, in regards to like the running back, I don't feel like it's been a position that has really even mattered for a couple years. Like if you look at the teams that are winning, a lot of the pieces are you have to have a really good quarterback. You have to have a line that's somewhat compatible. If you have like a guy if you have Pat Mahomes, you don't necessarily have to have the greatest line, but you got to have a good quarterback and then just solid pieces around with a good defense, right?
I don't know. I
think
you need a decent line. I think the Bucks kind of disproved that in that Super Bowl because they got their ass kicked.
a defensive line.
Offensive line. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, but they had like a bunch of injuries. Their line was not even close to what it was at the start of the season. At that,
I agree. They're missing
But-
both of their tackles.
like I've had this conversation with a few people who are like Titans fans, And like Henry's a good example, bro. Like there's only so much that you can do like with him where people are just going to load the box. If you have nobody on the outside, you have no quarterback, like they can't do anything. They can't make the game. Like even if they're running the ball and they're getting yards, like think about, like you have to make every single possession count when you have those type of players, right? And it's just getting to the point where like wide receivers are way more valuable. The game favors them. The rules favor them. The rules favor passing. The rules favor people with speed, even if it's just pitching it and getting them out in the open quick. It's not the traditional handoff and run the.
It's because it does. Ezekiel Elliott fucked up the market when they paid him and he got hurt, and then he became totally ass. After they paid him and they watched what happened to him, everyone was scared to pay the running backs because they're like, we're not going to pay you this amount of money to just get worse and worse and worse and worse.
Yeah. Yeah, it is weird that you might be onto something there, because it seems like after like there was all the news about him, like there wasn't really, aside from Derrick Henry, there hasn't really been any like super.
Derrick Henry and Adrian Peterson, only running backs who have been consistent throughout a majority of their career.
And even like teams that have recently won, like if you think about a team that had a running back, wasn't even in their prime. Like you think about Marshawn Lynch was probably the last great running back when they won.
Yeah, and a good defense.
But there hasn't been since then. Most of the teams have just won with guys that are catching the ball, or
Yeah, that's facts. I couldn't think of the last time a team won a Super Bowl besides them. I agree.
And that position just gets eaten up.
Jake, who plays running back for the Denver Broncos?
Nobody, bro.
What's up?
Do they have one?
No, their fucking team sucks ass. Melvin Gordon.
He plays for Kansas City, bro. He won a ring with us.
Come on, Jake. You know who Broncos running back is?
Wait, isn't his last name like Williams or some shit?
It is.
You got the first name?
I don't know his first name.
Ryan
Williams.
Javonte.
Oh, Ricky.
That guy's a beast. Javonte.
You can stay healthy, bro. Man, I can't wait to lick all your guys' tears. Oh man, it's gonna be.
I thought you were gonna say something a little bit more inappropriate, to be honest.
Yeah, I bet you like that.
What?
I mean, you're not wrong, but
bro, I can't even brush my teeth without gagging. No shot.
For real though.
What?
Toothpicks are longer, or toothbrushes are longer though. You know what I'm saying? What are we talking about, bro? I thought we were talking about football.
Jeez, bro. No shot.
Yo, have any of you guys ever used a VPN? Mason, do you use a VPN?
I don't use one. I have used one.
That's to like, isn't that what you use to spoof?
To spoof?
What's spoofing? Give me
Pokemon Go. Like I'm in Japan.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you're a cheater, bro.
Yeah, no, he is a cheater. For real.
Ban this kid.
We need to sit here and talk about like we're all real gamers, and then we have Eddy who uses walkthroughs and cheats in Pokemon Go, bro. Like you're
Wait a minute,
with,
bro, but there's okay, but
people right now.
There's some Pokemon. There's some
what's wrong with
Pokemon
the
that
country.
you can't get unless you're in another.
And first of all,
area.
exactly, Mason. And second of all,
that's what makes the game valuable.
Bitch, you asked me the
Pokemon
question.
Go.
I
You
just
gotta go
answered
and
it.
travel. You gotta go and travel to this place. You gotta get over there and experience it yourself.
I just
Quit
answered
being a
the
cheater.
question.
Quit being the scum.
I just answered the
Hypothetically,
question.
what if Pokemon Go is keeping you from going to Japan?
Yo, you guys should just
Go.
just go. Like you guys could actually do that. Mason wants to go. Wait, where did you say you wanted to go, Mason? Nowhere.
And
Japan?
I don't know. Thailand? Anyway, I'll go anywhere,
Bangkok?
bro.
Bangkok.
I just sent you guys a
Bangladesh.
video.
Oh no.
I received nothing.
So Eddie's used a VPN. That's crazy that you've used a VPN.
I have a phone just for
When
it.
I
Bro.
was,
it's a Google phone, and it'll take me to wherever I need to go and teleport. And
when
Where
I was
Google
in
Heart
China,
Desires,
bro,
huh?
you have to use one in China because they censor the internet. So you can't get on
Yeah,
certain
bro.
things.
Oh,
So you
yeah,
can't get-
yeah,
so you can't get your Pornhub on.
but they have to
True.
know that VPNs exist, right? Like people are just what do you think that the
Yeah, but
perfect
you
punishment is
can't,
for
like-
using a VPN over there?
Yes.
You think so?
I don't know. I don't know.
Death.
probably some sort of
They'll waterboard you.
Oh, that'd be nuts, dude.
probably a fee. I don't know.
Fines or jail time if they don't have a government clearance.
Yeah, I ain't trying.
Dude,
Well,
what the heck? They're pretty strict over there, huh?
They're pretty.
pretty strict. What you mean, Jake? Do you live under a rock? Oh my god!
Yo, there's no shot you just said that, right? You're fucking with me.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
I mean, is he wrong? Is he wrong?
I'm not wrong, dude. I'm just saying.
No, you're right. They are pretty strict, man.
I'm just saying, like, on the internet over here for that it's frowned upon over there, I guess.
They're using their internet for the right things. They
90%
only
of
let their
people
kids
watching.
use TikTok and watch things that teach you things like math and accomplishments and science. They don't let you watch people twerking your booty for fun,
Yeah, they censor that shit.
fun dances.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That's like 20% of the reason why I don't have social media, because I just
Because you
keep
would be
falling for all the-
watching booties all day.
bro. I'd be falling for the thirst traps, bro.
It'd be out of money, dude.
I'm
from all the
and I'm probably
subscriptions.
lowballing on that 20%.
No shot.
There's
dude.
no way, bro. You're evolving throughout this. You've turned into like I'm that's why I've gotten rid of all this stuff. I can't watch it. And it's like, oh, I guess you said never mind. You said you can't use it because that would be where all your time would be spent.
No, not true. I'm just saying I just don't want to fall for them thirst traps, bro. I
Like-
said 20% and I'm probably lowballing. I
Eddie
definitely
sees
am,
something
but-
and you're the one sliding into the DMs, huh? Like, oh my gosh, your picture looks so.
I've never slid into any DMs in my life.
Maybe you should. Maybe you should slide into more DMs and you should go to church.
I feel like they're kind of counter opposite, right?
No,
Kind of.
you go to church.
Slide
to-
into the church girl DMs.
True. Yeah, there you go. You got to go onto Instagram and like search up like a slutty church girl and then message them.
This sounds not productive.
Bro, hold on. I'm gonna
I was
look
just
up
over
slutty
at,
church
like-
girls.
I just got done with them over at BWI. You didn't listen to the stories?
Oh, then type in sweet church girls into Instagram and then message them. But only message the ones that have like, you know, thongs sticking out of their Yo,
I should have lost
I'm
it.
done. I'm done, bro. I'm done. I'm done, man. I'm off. No, hey, hell, hey, back onto the VPN topic. I'm trying to answer this discussion board. It says, please share your experience with using a VPN for work or education.
Do you use one?
I've used one. Yeah.
Well, what's your experience?
They've been pretty easy to use.
What? You probably didn't even look at anything worth needing to use a VPN for, dude.
But that's what
Why
I
do
mean.
you-
Like, the VPN is really just to
A security measure.
It's just a
secure your
security.
information. So there's not a whole lot to it. You just set it up, and then when you need to get on the internet, you log into your VPN.
Just put that you
Also,
thought
it's
really
like-
safe then.
I mean, people use them to like do illegal things online too.
Yeah, wouldn't you buy drugs? I don't understand, but isn't it like illegal things? Isn't it like 90% of the dark web is like kid things and then the rest of it's drugs?
Well, there's
I
got to
don't
be
know.
some of it's got to be like I don't know, organs, weapons.
No
Probably organs.
weapons, I would think, but
Weapons and organs. Organs definitely go on the black market.
what the
I've
fuck
looked
are you
into
buying
it.
an organ for? What are you buying a kidney for? Or a liver?
I've got bad
To
kidneys,
live?
bro.
What think
To
about
live?
the rich
So
old
what?
guy who's
So-
drinking so much of his life away, he has bad shit and he's like gonna die and he's just like, yo, let's go to the black
So
market.
you
and give
just
me
show
some
up to the
shit.
doctor, bro. I got this kidney. Can you put it in me?
Yeah, bro. Like
Fucking nuts.
you
No,
buy-
no, no, no,
you're-
no, no, no. If you're rich, you just get a doctor that you know and you'd be like, yo, I need you to come and do this. Or you go to Mexico.
Yeah. And then
And
you
Like,
wake
are you
up
buying
in
this kidney? It's
in
like,
a
yeah, I bought
bathtub
this-
full of ice in a dark room
Yeah.
when his kidney's gone.
And they're using fucking like utensils and shit that are as clean as the blow darts that we used to shoot into people's butts.
But I mean, I'm just saying, bro. Like, there's so many requirements. Like, if you need a new kidney, right? Same blood type, all these other different things, right? And on top of that, you got to take medication so your body doesn't fight that organ. You have to take medication the rest of your life because it's just like if you were sick.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. I just feel like it. What
I
do
mean,
I
there's
know?
there's a market for it though.
I believe it. I believe it. You know, they probably eat these livers with some fava beans. I don't know.
Bro, it's probably
Cannibalism.
Yeah, there's
good in
weirdos out
high
there.
in
that are-
protein, good in nutrients.
But I think that is a thing because it's not like human stuff, but I think like endangered animals too. Like there are certain places where it's delicacies,
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
their delicacies are for eating like tiger or something like that.
Or
Bro,
like weird medicinal things that are like
Yeah.
banned.
Mhm.
I had a buddy who got into a black market in Mexico City
No way.
on his mission. On his
You
mission.
exposing him right now online? What's his name?
Yeah, well, not just say it like that. Maybe I should say his name.
We'll just call him John.
Don't worry.
Like,
I'll help you
like
out,
on
bro.
purpose though, or it was an accident. Like you stumbled
He
upon
got-
it.
What's
So
his
in
fake
Mexico,
name?
right? They don't really go off the missionaries. Like in Brazil, I hear they're pretty brutal, but in Mexico they call them like Jesus men, or like something like that, right? And he actually got into one. Said he saw an albino tiger.
Albino
Crazy.
tiger? That would be
In
wild.
person?
Mhm.
I would probably go on the black market to get a giant snail. A
What?
big African snail, bro.
Yeah, what would you buy if you like were at the black market and you're like just seeing anything? Like, what would you?
I don't know. It depends on what I see, bro.
I would
There's probably some cool.
probably
There's probably some cool stuff.
buy,
Dude, Mason, those are some
like my
pretty big.
identity white.
Those are pretty big snails.
Yeah.
They're huge, dude.
Hold on.
I got curious, dude. I was like, a big snail.
Pull it up, Jay. Put it on the screen.
I did, but
I would probably fake my death. I find somebody on the black market who could wipe my shit away. You think that's a
Brothers,
thing?
they'll
And
probably
then
just kill your
but
ass.
then what would you do? But then what would you do once your death is faked?
I don't know, man.
what are these things?
Possibilities are endless. Those, oh my god, what the fuck are you gonna do with that?
Yeah.
Call it
Bro,
Gary.
Look at him, bro. They're cuddly.
Bro,
For real.
You get one of those things, you have the ultimate pickup line. Hey, you want to see a big ass fucking snail? And it's like, what? It's like, yeah, I have a giant
over.
snail at my house.
And I'm not talking about my dick.
No, and then after you show her,
Jeez.
and then you're like, okay, you want to go see my snail?
What
Yeah,
would you do with this though?
terrible joke.
Bro, it's just a pet.
What does it eat?
Greens. I don't know.
What kind of big ass greens, bro?
Bro, I'll give him a head of cabbage.
I was about to say the things like eating full freaking heads of cabbage and lettuce and tomatoes and no shot, bro.
It needs a full course meal, dude.
How big do they get?
I
Bro,
think that's as big as they get.
Doesn't Gary eat like actual dog food?
wait, that thing looks like Gary.
Gary, yeah.
Bro, it's because it's a pet, not a show, dude. No shot it actually eats dog food in real life.
You don't know that. You could. They're pretty big.
It might. That thing's. I don't trust things like that though.
It's like a real life Pokemon.
Like my kid's hedgehog, I don't fuck with that thing.
Yeah, probably because he's Shadow.
dude, hedgehogs are crazy. He like buries
They
himself away, and
shadow.
I always go and check to see if he's alive because I'm like I never see him, and I'll like put my hand in there to like move its little bed, and it'll start making this noise. It's like and like puffs up, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck, man? I'm just trying to see what's going on in here, man. Make sure you're good.
About to do the blue dash on your ass.
My son
pets
runs
are
like
crazy.
Sonic. He thinks it's fun.
Dude, them Sonic movies, they've all been really good.
I like
Yeah.
both of them.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked for the new one. Shadow, bro. Shadow's dope.
What did you say about pets, Mason?
I just said like some people's pets are crazy. Also, like the fact that people just
Chihuahuas.
have pets in general is kind of a weird concept.
The fact that they came from wolves, like a
Like
Chihuahua
dogs.
came from a wolf, and it was just bred so much that it turned into a little piece of shit dog.
You
I
think
read
they were
somewhere-
actually
you think
bred from
people-
wolves, bro, or do you think it was something?
Yeah,
else?
they're domesticated wolves.
Yeah,
Like the
Chihuahuas?
wolves that were the weaklings, they got outcast from the pack. They would get
So they
fed
were
by
like the
hunters and
runts?
stuff back in the day, and then they would keep them as pets until they
I
eventually.
read somewhere you're not supposed to let your dog sleep on the bed because you always want to because you essentially want to establish yourself as the alpha when you own a dog, right?
Yeah.
That's why you always want to do it, because if your dogs think they're in control, they're terrible dogs.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
you want
if you have a dog and you let it sleep on your bed, is it hurting anything? Like some dogs are just nice, man. Get up here and cuddle me. Get up here and cuddle me.
I don't know. But also like
Here, let me give you a little rep. No, stop. A little. Stop. I'm done, bro. I'm off.
I think it depends on the breed, though. I think it depends on the breed, bro. Like if you have a more like aggressive breed or a potentially like a more dangerous
Yeah,
breed,
definitely
you
aggressive
probably
dogs.
you probably
Keep 'em
want to
in
be
check.
as firm as possible.
Nah, bro. You just gotta let them run around, bro. Just let them
Yeah, till they
explore.
bite someone. All right, DMX.
Good.
Let a dog roam till he finds his way home. Rip.
Dogs are fucking bro. I remember back in the day, our cousin Bridger, their dog, their little fucking hound bit me on the ass. I was walking by
Basset
their
hound.
house one day, that basset
Dude.
hound.
He was
I'm
needy.
pretty sure I was with you, Eddie. We were over at your house or something. That motherfucker started chasing me, and I was like, ah! And he latched onto my shit, bro.
Bro, I have a scar from that dog. He
That
bit me.
motherfucker was on, like, he was like in the movies. You would see him stuck on your ass, and you're like trying to shake it off. He's just like, ah.
Yeah. You're like Debo.
Bro, I was fucking traumatized, man.
Yeah, Odie. Yeah, he was an asshole.
Yeah, he was a
Yeah.
mean dog.
Yeah, he bit me too, bro. Don't even worry. He effed me up. He got me good. I almost needed stitches.
Yeah, dude. Fuck dogs, man. I'm a cat person.
You're
Kitties
whack.
all day.
You're a bitch.
Kitties all.
They take care of themselves. They're efficient.
They eat.
Are easy to potty train.
If someone breaks into you and it's like someone breaks into your house and like, give me that booty hole, them cats are just gonna watch.
Yeah, but bro,
what my
they've
Second
done
Amendment is for,
studies
bro.
on dogs, and dogs don't actually really protect you from.
Bro, my
injuries.
German shepherds, they're the biggest pussies in the world, bro. If people walk in, they're running.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
did studies, bro, and it was like 90% of dogs will just run away.
bro,
Or like if you
Insurance.
talk to them nicely, they just walk up to you and they're like, "Oh, hey. You got a
yeah,
snack?"
I don't know. That's how you got to get yourself a badass dog.
Like
Yeah,
what, pitbull?
That's why you get a tiger, bro.
Yeah,
Albino
bro.
tiger.
Freaking.
Crouching
That's
tiger.
what you should. That's what you
Crouching
should
tiger
get at
hidden
the freaking.
penis.
That's what you should get over at the black market, bro. Is a tiger.
Yeah, an exotic. No, Mason already picked a snail, bro. Not taking a tiger over a snail.
Yeah, Gary ain't gonna save you from shit.
What do I need, Eddie? What do I need an animal for? That's what guns are for. Isn't that why you have guns?
I have guns because they're
What
gonna
about-
be gone.
What about people that can't own guns?
Dogs are fucking dumb too, man. Like,
I think if you
Rely
train
on
your
them?
dog, bro.
Okay,
how am I
so
training
you-
my dog to kill somebody? Like, yo, I gotta
No,
go
obviously
find somebody
that-
to kill.
plenty of cops use them as just allies, bro. They're not meant to freaking
I'm just
kill
kidding.
somebody.
Neutralize.
Neutralize
Neutralize,
the
bro.
enemy. Neutralize
like-
an attack.
Bite his ass.
What about Jake? Jake, are you dog or cat?
Dog.
Eddie's dog. For sure.
Getting a little perrito. Just kidding.
Yo, your little chihuahua is a fucking menace.
Oh, dude, he'll straight up bite you, dude. He don't give a shit, dude. Any new person that comes over, I'm like, here, just give him this treat, dude. Just ease into it.
Bro.
Yeah, those dude.
Chihuahuas are
Chihuahuas do
wild.
not like me though. Like, there's something. It's I
You
don't know
give
what
off-
it is about
you
me,
give off some
bro.
vibe, dude. That's just like this guy's an asshole.
Dude, it's
Bite
just
him shit.
Chihuahuas. Every time I see a Chihuahua, they fucking are like, I'm not gonna fuck with this guy.
It's probably that stat.
My curly fucking hair or something. I remind him of their previous owner.
Yeah, bro. You remind me of Paco.
I look like one of their freaking like I'm probably like the evil villain of all Chihuahuas. Like they all have this same like connection that's transmitted down through each generation. Kind of like how you were saying about how bears are afraid of shotguns.
Maybe
They're
you're
all
like
afraid of they're all afraid of me because I look like some owner that from
They're
back
all
in the
afraid-
days.
you remind them of freaking George Lopez.
George, yo, shut the fuck. The Beverly Hills Chihuahua?
Yeah, bro. That's why they gave him a bad rap because those movies were so awful.
I didn't see that movie. See, that's where you played yourself. You wasted time watching a George Lopez film.
They must have been all right because they made 5 of them bitches.
They made 5 Beverly Hills
Oh.
Chihuahuas.
Little
They made a
kids
lot,
like
bro.
'em.
Okay, back to the conversation. How hard is it to actually get a movie made? Actually,
Their budget probably wasn't that large, dude.
Sharknado,
They're not
5
out there
Beverly Hills
destroying
Chihuahua
buildings,
movies.
though, dude.
Yeah, bro. They ain't blowing up freaking hospitals and
They're like,
shit.
take 2. Okay, bring in the next Mini Cooper. They got like 5 on deck because they keep crushing one.
Mhm.
With these dogs are just like, all right, take 3. Come here, little Chihuahua.
Yeah. Take 3. This one took a shit. Go clean that up. Yeah.
No stunt doubles needed.
Nope. None whatsoever.
What's your first choice of a dog?
Like breed.
Yeah.
I mean, I like my shepherds. They're great. They're smart too.
German Shepherds were a breed. This is a controversial topic, but German Shepherds were bred to herd Jews back during the concentration camps, Nazi Germany.
Pretty
Yeah, I know. That's why I got them.
He's hurting
What?
Mexicans now.
Yeah, for real. Hurting your kids.
Robert.
What do you think I got them for, bro?
Bro, I don't even
That's-
know any Jews.
It's okay. So it's kind of similar to your subject. I was thinking about this earlier because I was thinking about how like you know how they're trying to get like Confederate statues, like generals and stuff, like removed.
Speaking of Hassan, I forgot to say
The fuck was that?
What the
My fault.
what the
You're supposed to
fuck?
share.
You watching porno?
No, I'm not watching.
You're
porno,
supposed to
dude.
share your subscription with me, bro.
Chill out, dude.
Give me them logins. Finish your thought.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay, so them trying to take statues down of Confederate generals, like the history and what they stand for, and they current like, yeah, they're insulting or whatever. Do you like I was thinking about like the reason that they want to take them down, like one, that history already exists, right? So you can't necessarily just eliminate it. 2, by you getting rid of it, you're trying to like paint over all of the history of the United States and, you know, things that have occurred. Like, what I don't really see what the point of like that
Like it
That
already happened.
already
Like, what's the point of
happened.
taking it down?
Yeah, like I guess I don't. Are you? Maybe it's. Are you going to use that spot for something that's like beneficial, or you like what is that area essentially going to be filled with?
You know what I think?
You're gonna
I think
replace it
those
for? I don't
who
really understand. Like, it's not. I don't see how it's insulting to people that live now. Like a lot of stuff is different than what it was back in the day. Like,
but we live in like
what if we take a statue down? It's not going to eliminate that happened, but it's also I don't really understand who it's offending, I guess.
dude, that's offending everybody who's I mean, we live in like one of the softest generation like times ever. It's offending all sorts of people. Just there's everything's offending everybody, bro.
Yeah, but maybe that's just like I was just kind of thinking about that earlier.
I honestly think it goes back to like them not even teaching a lot of like, you know, a lot of even what happened in Nazi Germany and the Anne Franks and the Harriet Tubmans and shit like that. They're kind of going away from that, right? And those are very important figures, right? And so those who do not know about history are doomed to repeat it, right? So
See, and
maybe
that was kind of my other point is like now that like that is going to be eliminated, like there's no way for us to like actually see that happened. Eventually it's going to get to a point where
history repeats itself.
Yeah, we end up repeating the same shit that we tried to eliminate in our minds.
I brought up Harriet Tubman the other day, and someone was like, "Who's that?" And I was like, "You fucking idiot."
Wait,
Someone
where?
said, like, how old were they though?
20.
Wait, where?
Here in Idaho Falls.
That's crazy. Harriet Tubman?
But is she on Fortnite?
For real, bro.
Yo, that's some shit people would say. My son said that when we were at Walmart and there was a Optimus Prime toy there. He's like, it's a guy from Fortnite. He's at Walmart. I was like, no, dude, that's Optimus Prime. He's like, no, he's in the battle. He's the final battle pass skin. I was like, yo, we're fucking doomed, man. That's crazy. Harriet Tubman. Sorry, I got off on a tangent. Harriet Tubman, the person from Fortnite. Harriet Tubman's the person on freaking the syrup bottle, bro. What are you talking about?
Bro, I think more people are probably more familiar with Rosa Parks than Harriet Tubman.
Oh, I'm thinking of Aunt Jemima. Sorry, Aunt Jemima.
Yeah, I was like, bro, you're bugging, dude. Harriet Tubman's like the Underground Railroad, right?
Mm-hmm. They were supposed to put her on the $20 bill.
Look at Jake trying to figure it all out. He's like, Harriet Tubman. He's doing the typing where he's like the thinking, but he's actually typing like he's not typing. He's like, I'm gonna look this up real quick, act like I'm thinking.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking. I was like, we're removing this history, so we're gonna forget about it, and then eventually it's just going to repeat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's crazy because a lot of people they bitch about like how they'll say like, you know, like America, slavery. Obviously, there's a bunch of bad things, but there's still slavery going on like in different parts of the world. You know, it's crazy. And so that's why I think you got to learn from those mistakes, you know, and continue to grow and get better. But now I just think everyone's just at such it's so bad, I think, to this point right now that I don't know that we'll see a difference unless an extreme happens. And regardless of what side it is, man, I think we're gonna see some crazy shit because, man, like people aren't wanting to find a middle ground anymore. It's their way or the highway. And eventually, you know, it's like almost that saying, right? What happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object, right?
Yeah,
they're gonna clash.
Yeah, but it's also like if you think about the history, let's just say about like the history of humanity, like how many times has it happened where it's the same thing that like you experience all of this stuff and then kind of like what we talked about last time, right? Like empires fall, a new one builds, and then that one eventually falls. Like it's just like this cycle where you're just constantly doing the same thing.
Yeah, but
right? So
I don't
just
think
over a long time. You
yeah,
just don't
but
see it in certain life cycles. Like you only like you look back at certain times and you like it almost doesn't seem like that is actually a real thing, right?
but
Like you
every
look back,
cycle humanity gets more dangerous though, because we become more capable of leaving more long-term effects,
yeah,
you know, like all of a
True.
sudden, you know, we're becoming too we just become more dangerous
So when does it end?
We're just gonna wipe ourselves out,
I think
essentially.
that's
or the robots are gonna take over and wipe us out.
Yeah, Skynet, bro. They're gonna come over and take over. Elon Musk already said it, bro. Artificial intelligence.
And then the robots are gonna go through cycles, and then they'll eventually have a war, bro. And then it'll be like Transformers.
bro. And then
And then I'll
those
have-
aliens are gonna find a new planet that exists exactly like Earth, and it's gonna be called Earth 369 because there's a million different Earths,
369.
and they're gonna show up to that Earth and save that Earth, and we actually watch those on film, and that's what we're
And
actually watching.
we're gonna be dead,
Just a
bro.
different universe.
And then they're gonna bring me
on
back,
screen.
and I'm gonna have to save the planet.
You could be Witwicky, dude.
Witwicky?
Samuel?
Sam,
What's that off of?
Transformers,
Transformers.
dude. What the fuck?
stupid.
What the
Ladies man, 213. It's all-
You're killing
Yeah,
me,
bro. AKA 8 inches. or
Hey
whatever.
man, welcome to this week's episode of Uninformed.
I'm not talking
Glad
to you.
you
You're
could join
crazy.
us. Oh wait, this is the end of it. It's my bad. Sorry, I thought we
You
were
just
just
did
starting.
run the intro, dude.
Jeez, bro, you're 0 for 2 right now.
Yeah, and I didn't finish this fucking discussion either. So
It's your
I wasn't typing.
Here's
It's your
something
Mimi's
people
time.
can look forward to next week.
for sure.
What'd you say?
I'll just give something for people to look forward to next week.
Next week on Uninformed, we are going to have live reaction to the indictment of Donald Trump again for the third time.
And
When it
Jake watched.
happens, we will be there, live reaction. Keep
Jake
your alerts,
watches-
everything notified.
Jake watches 2 girls in 1 cup for the first time.
Yeah, and pay
Without
our,
throwing up.
Pay our Patreon, and you can watch that footage of Jake watching 2 girls in 1 cup.
Wish me luck.
Ew, bro.
That's funny.
I've never seen that.
I don't envy you.
Wait, you don't
Like,
envy him, or you do
Because
envy
he
him?
hasn't seen it. You don't envy it.
Yeah,
You
That
don't
is-
envy me?
That doesn't make
That-
any sense.
I don't envy you for having to, if you have to watch that. That is pretty brutal.
I'm not watching
Hey
it.
everybody, it's been great this week. Appreciate you for tuning in, bro. Our conversations a bit like they've been wild, kind of.
Today was a little on the edge.
Yeah, we're gonna reassess
Yeah, my
our
tailbone hurts.
lives. We're gonna reassess our lives. Eddie's gonna go to church this Sunday, so
you
you
find the
guys
one.
have that to look forward to next week. His experience. Jake's gonna communicate with another human, so we can hear about that for the first time.
Some bullshit.
Yeah, a lot of fun stuff to look forward to. So
Drop a
check it
like.
out.
Drop a like. Drop a like. Subscribe.
Run it up. Subscribe to the #1 realist podcast in all the land. We're out. Peace and have a good week.
See ya.